Media students from SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies keep you informed of news from all around the globe. I am Vijayalakshmi Pujari from TYBMMC and will be updating you with news from January 1st to January 15, 2023. According to Supreme Court, any marriage between interfaith couples under the Hindu Marriage Act is null and void, and only Hindus can marry under the same law. On Friday, a bench of justices K.M. Joseph and B.V. Nagaratna observed while hearing a petition challenging a Telangana High Court order from August 2017. The case has been scheduled for a hearing in February. Through video conferencing, Prime Minister Narendra Modi flagged off the MV Ganga Vilas, the world's longest river cruise in Uttar Pradesh, Varanasi. The inaugural journey will take 32 Swiss tourists to Dibruha in Assam via Bangladesh. Anil Sharma, the managing director of the Amrapali Group, is one of 6 people accused of murdering a man in Bihar 7 years ago. In August 2014, Dr. Sharad Chandra, a secretary at Balika Vidyapit in Lakhisarai, was shot dead at his campus home. The Central Bureau of Investigation, which took over the investigation on the order of the Patna High Court, stated that the motive was to seize the educational institute's land and assets. Chanda Kochar, the former CEO and managing director of ICICI Bank, and her husband Deepak were released from jail on January 10 in the Videocon bank fraud case. The couple was released the next day after the Bombay High Court ruled that their arrest was illegal. They were apprehended on December 23, 2022 and taken into custody on December 29, 2022. Ms. Kochar was released from Baikara jail and Mr. Kochar was relieved from Arthur Road jail. An unruly airline passenger was arrested in India after a woman on board an Air India flight from New York complained that he urinated on her. Shankar Mishra was apprehended by police in the southern city of Bangalore and brought to the Indian capital on January 8, according to New Delhi police spokesperson Suman Nalwa. Refused to reveal what Mishra told investigators following his arrest. Yeti Airlines reported that a plane carrying 72 people from Kathmandu crashed in Nepal's Pokhara on January 15. According to Nepali media, at least 16 bodies have been recovered from the wreckage. The plane carrying 68 passengers and 4 crew members have crashed between the city's old and new airports in western Nepal. Although public opinion is divided, Prince Harry's explosive memoir has done well in its first week. Spare has set a Guinness World Record after selling 1.43 million copies on its first day of release. It is the best-selling non-fiction book of all the time, outselling former US Presidents Barack Obama's A Promised Land and many others. Microsoft, the world's largest software company, is abandoning its 4-week vacation policy in favor of unlimited paid time off for US employees. The tech giant's paid time off model will be replaced by a discretionary time off approach that allows employees to take time off as needed. According to a memo obtained by The Verge, Microsoft Chief Police Officer Kathleen Hogan informed her staff of the news via email. The Federal Aviation Administration's computer glitch delayed airline traffic across much of the country early on January 11, and the agency said it was investigating what caused the problem as flights resumed. According to the flight tracking website FlightAware, more than 10,000 flights within, into or out of the United States were delayed as of 8:30 p.m. ET, and more than 1,300 flights within the country were cancelled. According to Circumdata, there are 19,621 domestic flights scheduled on Monday, and those numbers are rising as airlines resume operations. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and Twitter, has entered the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest personal fortune loss, estimated by Forbes to be around $165 billion as of December 2022. Musk was also the first person in history to have his net worth reduced by $200 billion. 80th Golden Globes presented Natu Natu, the upbeat hit from S.S. Rajamouli's RRR, with the Best Song honor. The song, which honors the friendship and dance-inspired energy of RRR's lead actors Ram Charan and Junior NTR, triumphed at the Golden Globes over rivals including Lady Gaga, Rihanna and Taylor Swift. In India, Disney's Avatar, The Way of Water, has surpassed stablemate Avengers Endgame to become the highest-grossing Hollywood film of all time. According to figures released to Variety by Disney, James Cameron's Return to Pandora is still playing in India theatre and has running total of Indian rupees 4.6 billion, surpassing the Russo Brothers Marvel epic, which finished its run in the nation with Indian rupees 4.3 billion. On February 10 in India, Reliance Entertainment will release Steven Spielberg's potential Oscar contender, The Fabelmans. Even while American films now account for about 11% of global box office receipts, the majority of them are Hollywood franchises, superhero pictures or creature features that have been dubbed into several regional languages. This makes India's release significant. When they are released, pretised dramas like The Fabelmans are exclusively broadcast in their original English. Katputli, starring Akshay Kumar and produced by Pooja Entertainment and streamed on Disney Plus Hotstar, was the most watched original Hindi film of 2022 on OTT, according to the year-end analysis from media consuming firm Ormax. By the end of the year, the thriller from September had received a whopping 26.9 million views. As a result, it received more viewers than movies like Kartik Aaryan's Freddy and Gehraiyya, which was produced by Karan Johar and received 22.3 million views. Lisa Marie Presley, the late Elvis Presley's only child, died on January 12. She was only 54 at the time. Lisa Marie, a singer-songwriter who has dedicated much of her life to carrying on her father's legacy, was rushed to a Los Angeles hospital after experiencing a medical emergency at her home, Priscilla announced on Instagram. January 11, 2023, the Men's Hockey World Cup officially began with the grand opening ceremony in Kotak's magnificent Baravati Stadium, which was attended by thousands of hockey fans from all across the nation and overseas. After tearing 3 ligaments in his right knee, India wicketkeeper batsman Rishabh Pant is expected to miss the majority of cricket in 2023. Pant, who miraculously survived a horrific car accident on December 30, has torn all 3 ligaments in his right knee, 2 of which were recently reconstructed during the surgery on January 6, and the third torn ligament is expected to be reconstructed in 6 weeks. Despite ongoing injury concerns, Novak Djokovic stated that he likes his chances of capturing a record extending 10th Australian Open title. The Serbian star is back at Melbourne Park and on fire after missing the event last year due to his refusal to get the COVID vaccine. He won the ATP finals to round up the 2022 Capman, and he won his 92nd career championship at Adelaide International to start the following year. He injured his hamstring in Adelaide and is still receiving treatment, but he insisted that he was fit enough to compete for another 2 weeks and maybe capture a record time 22nd Grand Slam. India had a strong start to their tournament with a convincing victory over Spain, but they will face a stiff challenge when they play an equally talented England on January 16 in their second group match of the FIH Men's Hockey World Cup in Rourkela. In their inaugural Pool D match on Friday at the brand new Birsa Munda Stadium, India trounced Spain 2-0 with nearly faultless performance. But England is a difficult team, if not more so. Superstars Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe of Paris Saint-Germain have been nominated for the FIFA Best Men's Player Award 2022 after leading the FIFA World Cup 2022 final in Qatar. The nominees for the upcoming Best FIFA Football Awards TM 2022 have been narrowed down by the Federation Internationale de Football Association. The only other member of La Albiceleste to make the prestigious Best FIFA Men's Player shortlist is Manchester City striker Julian Alvarez, who is included on the list of 14 players alongside Argentina captain Lionel Messi. As new trees grow quickly, tropical forests that have recovered from tree removal were thought to be carbon sinks. A new study led by Imperial College London researchers flips this, demonstrating that carbon released by soil and rotting wood outpaces carbon absorbed by new growth. According to the researchers, the findings highlighted the need for logging practices that reduce collateral damage to improve the industry's sustainability. Tropical forests that have recovered from tree removal were assumed to be carbon sinks due to how quickly new trees grew. In contrast, a recent study headed by the scientists at Imperial College London shows that carbon released by soil and decaying wood outweighs carbon taken up by new growth. The researchers claim that the result demonstrates the necessity of logging practices that lessen collateral damage to increase the sustainability of the sector. To combat plastic waste pollution, the UK government plans to ban single-use plastic items such as cutlery, plates and polystyrene trays. Plastic plates, trays, bowls, cutlery, balloon sticks, and certain types of polystyrene cups and food containers will be prohibited. The story of the Joshimath sinking closely resembles a death that was prophesied. It has been predicted for 30 years, beginning with the 1976 report from the M.C. Mishra Commission and continuing with the 2006 report from the Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology. Both of them issued warnings against carrying out any construction or other activity in the area because of its vulnerability. However, the community is in grave danger since tunnels are being destroyed in the seismic zone V region. Dams have been constructed upstream and roads and other infrastructure are being proposed. The area is at its limit. According to a new study, fish that have lost food due to mass coral bleaching are engaging in more unnecessary fights, wasting precious energy and potential jeopardizing their survival. Because the colorfully patterned reef fish eat coral, their food sources is hugely diminished quickly, according to Sally Kipp, a marine ecologist at Britain's Lancaster University. Thank you.